Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to Simply Forex, the channel that is going to look at some live trading. I'm going to share with you all of my setups. I'm going to show you what trades I am in currently, and we've already taken profit on one of those trades. I'm also going to show you how to access those trades on our trading community. We are also going to look at all of your questions. So please ask as many questions as you like, guys, about trading, and I will endeavor to answer all of them. All of them, most of them, we'll try and get us through as many as we can. All right, so we're going to do some, live trades. We're in trades now. We're going to look at some setups. We're going to take all of your questions. We're going to take a quick look at the economic calendar and see what we've got coming out, because we do have some US dollar news at 1/2 and some CAD news as well. I wouldn't say this is, I know this is a 3-star rating, but I wouldn't say this is big news, right? But, you know, if we have a big miss on expectations, then this could move the US dollar, right? So remind me, there's news coming out at 1/2, and we will play Guess the News game. Come on down. So we'll play that at 1/2. The news game is basically, we will look at the US dollar pairs and we will predict what the news was. Was it better than expected, as expected, or worse than expected? It's probably the best game to hit you to hit the internet ever. What else are we going to do, guys? I want to start by showing you where you get all of my trades ideas for the day. Right, so just quickly, guys, before I take you through my trades. So if we go to our Discord channel, and this is the free Discord channel, guys, right? This is free. Okay, there'll be a link in the live chat or something, right? Just find the link for the free Discord. Now, you can see today, Wednesday, the 25th of March, these are all of the trades that I was interested in. Right, and it just so happens I am in US dollar Japanese yen buys, and I am in oil buys as well. Okay, so this is what I'm in, and we're going to look at these trades. But yeah, come join the free Discord. I put all of my trade ideas in there. Let's come out of there now, and let's share with you the oil trade. And the oil trade was simply this, right? If we look at the day chart. Yeah, we looked at oil, I think, yesterday as well, right? We're in an uptrend. Yeah, higher lows. These highs have broken. We're getting higher highs. We're above the moving average 20, right? And we've got a bit of room to move into back up to potentially this 70 level, right? I think that's a good target, back up to this support here, right? This resistance. All right, guys, so daily's telling us we can buy it. We had bullish candle, and then we had, right, this is obviously not a bullish candle. This is a bit of a doji, but this wick bounced off of this support, right? And price has just shot up. Now, that was the direction. And if we drop down to the H4, it was basically a H4 entry, right? But this had actually happened overnight. While I was sleeping, you know, snoring, slightly dribbling, dreaming about Gal Gadot, right? We had a setup, right? So on oil, on oil. I keep getting oil and gold confused. When I mean oil, I say gold and vice versa. So bear with me. But this is oil. Let's do those lines again, right? We are in. I'm going to do that as well. Right, we were in an uptrend. We are in an uptrend. And this candle, which I really like, happened overnight, right? Well, happened, you know, I'm in Dubai and how the times work. I'm sleeping, right? And we had a nice big bullish candle bounce off of this support level, right? And bounced off the moving average 20. I love this combination. Right? And then we got a bullish candle. So when I woke up, I just saw price retrace into here, and I just entered, putting my stop below here because this was basically my entry. I just didn't get in on this trade as it happened. So I started buying in here, stop below here, and then I took some profit back up here. Okay, and then we're going to let some of this trade run. And it's looking good, right, guys? We've got a nice big bullish H4 candle, you know, and we've got a bit of room to move into. So that was oil, right? That was a successful trade. And I'm still in US dollar yen. Now, again, let me help you understand the day chart, right? So on the day chart, I'm even going to include that level there. We are in an uptrend, a daily uptrend, higher lows, higher highs, right? Again, all I deal in is facts, the facts of the chart. And, right, I would suggest, right, we did have a reasonably bearish candle yesterday, but we had a bit of a bottom wick and a bit of a top wick. But for me, buyers were still in control because of this candle. And we still have a little bit more room to move into just to take it into this grey zone. Okay. So I was still looking for buys with US dollar yen. If we look at the H4 now, and again, if we go back in time, right, back to the future, that doesn't really make sense. But basically, I saw this candle form last night and this morning, okay? And then we had this candle here, right? And because of this candle, I managed to get in around here, guys, right? I started buying in here. My stop is below here, and I'm looking to take price back up to here. And again, it's just daily trend, right? With some room to move into. H4 trend, right? Above the moving average 20, right? And just bullish candles, right? Again, I wish I was trading here. I would have actually got in here, right? At this level here, because you had a bullish wick bouncing off the moving average 20. The candle itself is not quite bullish enough. But then when I get this candle as well, I would have entered, right? I would have started buying here. But you can't help it, right? You do have to sleep, right? I hear sleep is important, right? So, yeah, you have to sleep. And then all I did, guys, was ended up, you know, when I woke up, this was the morning candle, and I just sort of jumped in on the trade, really. There was still enough room to move into. Now, as this trade's going along, what you don't want to see is a great big bloody bearish candle like this, right? Obviously, yeah, if I'm buying this market, I don't want to see this candle. You know, is it enough for me to get out of the trade? No, because we're still above the moving average 20, right? We're still in this uptrend, right? So it's not enough to get me out of the trade. But if it starts breaking the moving average 20, I'm concerned. I might exit earlier. And to be honest with you, my stop's in here anyway. You know, so I said to myself, let's just see what the next H4 candle does. So this still has 50 minutes, right? And then this is, let's see how this, if this is bullish, then great, right? I'm going to just let this carry on. So there you go, guys. Those are the two trades that I am in today. And like I said, if you want to know what trades I'm looking at for the day, please join our free Discord channel. Let's get out of the Back to the Future button. I was looking at a lot of euro pairs, right? Euro Aussie dollar sells, Euro CAD sells. I mean, just look at these. These have been dropping like stones. But, you know, I was waking up around here, right? There's no value here, right? We need a retrace before we come lower. And that was the case with all euro pairs. Euro CAD, right, just dropped. Yeah, I'm still in this trade for 10% actually. I actually took this Euro CAD trade yesterday down to here and then leaving 10% to run. So yeah, there you go, guys. That was pretty much all that I was looking at. What else was I looking at? I am interested in gold right now. I know this goes against everything fundamentally, but I think gold is quite a good sell trade at the moment, right? Yeah, this level's holding. We're in a H4 downtrend, right? We've been in this uptrend, breaking down. You know, we're kind of here at the moment, right? Will it come down and complete the range? Okay, so yeah, I like this trade. We'll see, but look at that candle. Kapow. Nice big bearish. That is more bearish than Winnie the Pooh or Yogi Bear, right? So that would be a good sell trade. Okay, so yeah, there you go, guys. That's what I am looking at. Let's take a look at what you want to look at. Far more important than what I'm looking at. Right, who have we got in? Zuzi, hi, how are you? The lady with the questions. Keep them coming, Zuzi, as many questions as you like. Nuno, hi, Tom, how are you? Hi, Nuno. Hi, Philip. Philip, are you the VIP, Philip? Hello, how are you, mate? Zuzi has got a question. Brilliant. Himanshu wants to know if we can long New Zealand US dollar. We'll take a look at that, Himanshu. Yusuf, hi, how are you, Yusuf? Colin, how are you, me old mucker? Scott, good morning. Good morning, Scott. Let me have a quick drink of coffee, guys. And bear with me, because I keep thinking today's Thursday as well. I have a little bit of a mental block today. And what I've also done I've also behaved appallingly when it comes to eating donuts. I have just had 2 very large donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not proud of it, but there you go. That's what I've done. Right, so let's get stuck in. Guys, remember, if you enjoy the analysis, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and please smash the like button. Right, what else? So Zuzi, right, given the recent pound weakness, do you think this trend will persist in the near to medium term? And if so, which pound pair do you think offers the best swing trading opportunity right now? Okay, so good question, Zuzi, right? Now, let's pick any pair, right? I was actually in a pound Aussie dollar pair, and this was very cruel, right? I started selling pound Aussie dollar. This was one of my trades from yesterday. We had this big bearish candle, right? And I got a retrace back to these lows, and I started selling, okay? And I put my stop literally here. And, you know, got stopped out, and then look at the market, right? There's nothing crueler, is that a word? There's nothing more cruel than that, okay? So I wanted to sell pound Aussie dollar. Now, when we think of this pound weakness, right, it's very important that you know, when you say pound weakness or US dollar strength or euro weakness, right, it's very important to put it into some context in terms of a time frame, right? Now, if everyone's time frame's different, right? If I'm talking short term, I'm thinking H1, H4 chart, right? If I'm thinking mid-term, I'm thinking daily chart, right? If I'm thinking long-term direction, I'm looking at the weekly, even the monthly, right? Now, other traders might have a slightly different perspective, right? But generally speaking, the time frame that I look at dictates the time term that I'm looking at. Is it short term, mid term, or long term? So let's look at the H4, and this is short term, right? Let's think of it like this. Now, as Zuzi said, pound weakness, right? No 2 ways about it. If you're selling pound Aussie dollar, right? If you're selling pound Aussie dollar, it would be a good idea to potentially take price all the way back down to here, right? You would need a retrace and then come lower. right? So short term, I would say pound weakness has more room, right? Let's look at midterm. Let's say the day chart is midterm, right? Now, if we look at the midterm, we are seeing an uptrend, right? And we're still in an uptrend. Okay, this was that low that I was talking about. Okay, now if price comes down into here and we get a bullish reaction, right? If we get a nice bullish candle, looks something like this. I always draw my bullish candles the same. They can look different, right? You could just have a bullish candle that looks like that one there, right? But you get the gist, right? A bullish candle at this level, then I would say pound strength would be a good trade back up to here, right? That's what the day chart would tell me, right? If I'm, I wouldn't like to take it any further than here, right? Now, if price breaks this level, okay, different scenario, right? Pound weakness, let's keep selling it, okay? But if this level holds, and there's no reason why it shouldn't, right? This could be a good buying opportunity, okay? So I'm just trying to help you to understand if you say something strong or weak, you have to put it in context. Now, if we look at the weekly chart, right, we are coming up to a key level here, right? And just look how price reacted at this key level. Okay, now we are pretty much at that level. Okay, right? But again, on the weekly chart, we're in an uptrend. And this is nothing but pound strength, Aussie dollar weakness. Okay. And again, if we're in this uptrend and it retraces into here, I think that could be a very good buy trade. Right. So only on the short term does pound look weak. Right. Midterm, longer term, it's not weak. It's in an uptrend. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the monthly. Again, it's just about this level here, right? Now, again, we're clearly in a monthly uptrend. And also, pound is strong, right? Look at those monthly candles. Bang, strong. Wick, strong. Bullish candle, very bullish candle, strong. Price has continued, right? It'll be interesting to see what this monthly candle does now, right? Will we get the reaction at this level, or will it push in there a little bit more before it comes down, right? And what's going to tell us this is the monthly candle and potentially the weekly candle, right? If the weekly candle finishes like this, are sellers taking over? If the weekly candle finishes like this, right, with a little top wick like that, no, it has more room to move into. So when I say if something is strong or weak, right, like Zuzi said, pound weakness, right, on the short term there is pound weakness, right? When I say it, I mean today. I mean short term. So today and even yesterday, I was trying to sell pound Aussie dollar in here, right? And it would have been a nice trade, right? So I saw this pound weakness and wanted to trade it, right? But I mean just for that day, maybe the next day. So for example, I would still trade it today, right? If we get a retrace. And then probably I would still trade pound weakness tomorrow, right? When I would stop trading pound weakness is at this level. because this is that daily low, right? And then I let the market guide me, right? So we look at the day chart. Once price gets down to this level, yeah, I let the market guide me, right? If we get a break, pound weakness is here to stay, and I will continue selling, trading pound weakness. But if we get a reaction here, pound weakness has stopped, right? But good question, Zuzi, because it led to, some interesting stuff to look at. So, yes, thank you as always for your questions. And guys, please don't forget, if you enjoy my analysis, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share. Please smash the like button right now. Also, if you haven't already, guys, please check out our free Discord channel. So that's our trading community. You can talk to like-minded traders, share knowledge, ideas, have a chit chat about anything you like. Also, guys, if you are interested in any of our premium trading education, including our course, the Simply Forex Complete Trading course, access to the VIP Discord, or you would like to be mentored by me, where I coach you one-on-one. If you're interested in any of those things, please go check out our website, www.simply-forex.com. And also, guys, today's live stream is brought to you by Blueberry Funded. Let's hear from them.
Exciting news, Simply Forex has partnered with Blueberry Funded, a proprietary trading firm backed by a world-class award-winning broker, Blueberry Markets. So if you want to increase your trading capital without increasing risk, plus benefit from some of the best spreads in the prop firm industry, then Blueberry Funded is the prop firm for you. Their challenges are innovative and sustainable with regular payouts, and their customer service and cutting-edge technology create a seamless experience. For all of these reasons, you get access to a prop firm that truly understands traders' needs and provides the tools you need for success. Support Simply Forex and take your trading to the next level. Click the link in the description and sign up now.
All right, guys, there you go. And important to mention this, the 25% runs out on the 1st of April. So by the end of this month, the discount will no longer be 25%. So if you want a prop firm challenge right now, guys, snap that up, use our link, use the code, get 25% off. Right, we've got a few more questions. So Himanshu wants to know New Zealand dollar, US dollar longs. Now, I'm seeing US dollar weakness. I'm seeing US dollar strength, sorry, right? So let's understand why. Because if we look at the weekly chart, right, we are in a downtrend. Well, let's rephrase that, right? We are in a very crappy price action area, almost ranging, right, between here and here. Okay, and its price has just bounced off. You can see this support here. Price has just bounced off a key support level, resistance level. It was support, it's now resistance. Okay, so if we zoom in, and you can see this big bearish candle, right? So just looking at the weekly chart, first and foremost, I just do not want to buy New Zealand dollar, US dollar, right? It doesn't even matter what the rest of the charts are. I do not want to buy into that candle, right? You just wouldn't, okay? It's like buying into that candle, right? You're not going to buy into that. Yeah, you'll just get destroyed. Okay, so New Zealand US dollar is not a buy trade for that reason. But let's delve a little bit deeper. Let's look at the day chart now. And the day chart is still in an uptrend, right? It is. If we look at the day chart, choppy, break, comes back down. We're still in an uptrend, right? And it's come back to the moving average 20. Now, normally, right, we're getting higher lows, higher highs. I would normally look at the day chart. And if I only looked at the day chart, I think this would be a good buying opportunity back up to here. And I'm sure this is what you're seeing, Himanshu, right? But that weekly candle is still there, right? It's not going anywhere. It's like, you know, what never goes away? Don't know. I don't know. I was about to use an analogy about an ex-partner or something, but that would be unfair, right? But my point is, we still have this big bearish candle, right? If you look at any weekly candle that looks like this, let's go back. Let's find candles that look like that. Or the opposite way, right? Bottom wick goes up. There you go. Top wicks comes down, right? So if every time you see, okay, this is a exception, right? But we was at support, right? That didn't go down. Bottom wick shoots up, right? So if you ever see a wick, you know, the general rule is don't buy into it. Yeah, I cannot buy into that wick. Day chart, however, is looking like a good buying opportunity. But again, we do have this level through here. Okay, it'll be interesting to see what price does at this level. Let's carry on, right? Let's have a look at the H4. And interestingly, we have just had I was about to say an interest break, a structure break. I was talking about interest rates earlier, right? We've just had a structure break on the H4. We've broken these highs with this candle here. Now, again, if we only looked at the H4 chart, this would be a nice setup. Yeah, we've just had a fresh structure break. Perhaps we get a little retrace into here, the moving average 20. We start buying. But I don't just trade the H4, right? So H4 is looking good, day's looking good, right, for buying opportunities, but then the elephant in the room, okay? Talking about my ex-partner again. I'm only joking. Yeah, this is there. I cannot unsee it, right? So for those reasons, there's so much conflict. New Zealand US dollar is a no trade for me, okay? And also, I'm buying US dollar Japanese yen, right? This is a trade that I'm looking at right now. So, yeah, we'll see what happens here because we have had a big bearish candle, right? But this is also US dollar strength that I'm looking at. All right, so yeah, New Zealand US dollar no trade for me, Himanshu. Right, what else are we looking at? Okay, it is Philip from the VIP. Is there any chance you can look at silver? Yeah, we'll take a look at silver, Philip, no problem. Aya, how are you? Okay, Aya's got a question about managing trades. Good, I love questions about managing trades. Managing trades is one of the most important skills that you must learn, right? And again, I cover it massively in the course, right, on the website. It's so important, managing trades. We've also got James in Euro, US dollar buys, but I can't decide. Okay, all right, we'll take a look at that as well, James. Let's start with silver. Ha! I have to do my pirate impression when we look at silver. Right, now silver, again, we'll start with the weekly. Silver still has a little bit more room to go, I would say. Right, this is the last high on the weekly. We're in an uptrend, higher lows, higher highs, right? We still have a little bit more room to move into with silver. Okay, on the weekly chart. Admittedly, this candle is quite bearish, but look at this candle, right? And look at this candle so far. Okay, so weekly, more room to the upside. If we look at the day chart, this is a nice buying opportunity, right? We're in an uptrend, right? Look at the moving average 20, not an exact science, but not far off it, right? We're getting higher lows, higher highs. It's bounced off of dynamic support and this horizontal support. We've got a massive bullish candle. Buy silver, right? Simple as that. Buy silver, potentially back up to here. So yeah, for me, silver is a buy trade. That does go against what I'm seeing with gold, right? With gold, we're getting this level here that's proving to be very important, right? Can it complete this range? We shall see. Okay, but silver I do like for buys. I actually prefer silver for buys than I do gold at the moment. All right. So yeah, nothing but buys on silver, Phil. I hope that helps. Right, so Aya's got a question. News. Scott, thank you. Right, we're going to play Guess the News game. Okay, I'm in US dollar yen. Right, so okay, a little bit of bullish US. So US dollar strength. Let's have a look at US dollar CAD. Okay, let's not look at US dollar CAD because we had some Canadian dollar news. Let's have a look at. Okay, so that is US dollar weakness. Right, US dollar weakness. Let's have a look at Euro US dollar. A little bit of US dollar weakness. Let's have a look at New Zealand dollar, US dollar. A little bit of US dollar strength. It's a real mixed bag. I am going to say it was as expected, if not, very slightly worse or better than the news. Hope that makes sense. Let's take a look at the news. This is where I get egg on my face every time. Thank you, editor. Better late than never. Okay, so US dollar news, that was a lot better than expected, right? That was minus 1.1. We're now plus 0.9. And that is a big increase as well, right? And CAD news, there was no previous, right? But worse than before. But that is a lot better than expected. We should be seeing some US dollar strength in the market, right? As I said, I'm interested in US dollar Japanese yen and not much happening, right? Not much at all. Let's have a look at, yeah, not much happening there either. So yeah, quite a muted response to the news, guys. That was all quite an anticlimax. It's about to make another joke there. But yeah, not much happening with the news there. Right. Aya, Tom, how do you manage a trade without taking profit too early? Right, let me have a drink. So it's a big problem for traders, right? And it's fear, right? So you're in a trade, it's in profit, you see your P&L, which you should never trade, but you see your P&L in profit, you're thinking, oh, this is quite nice. I'm going to take some profit. And it's nowhere near your target, yeah, or not very close, right? It's a very, very, very common, not mistake, but common problem. Sorry, guys, I don't know if I've eaten so many donuts before I come. I'd say so many too. Before I come onto the live stream, note to self: stop eating donuts before the live stream. Now, it's a common problem, right? I would say every trader has suffered with this, or at least done it, right? They take profit too early. Now, there might be times where the market tells you to take profit early. That's different. That's managing a trade, right? Because I'll give you an example. This US dollar Japanese yen, right, that I'm in this buy trade, and I'm pretty much at break even here, right? Now, I'm going to see what this H4 candle does, right? But this candle worries me, right? My target was up here. My stop's here, right? Now, don't know what happened there. Now, this is a very bearish candle. The market has changed on me a little bit, right? So I might get out of this trade early because the market's told me to do so, right? So that's managing a trade, but that's very different from just getting out of a trade early. And it's something that I suffered with. So to overcome that, what I did was basically this. With every trade that I take, let's say for argument's sake, I got in here, right? And this is what I wanted to get into, but I was bloody sleeping. Don't sleep. It's bad for you. Fact. Also excellent, health advice on this channel. So let's say I wanted to buy, well, let's say I was buying here and here's my stop loss. Now, this is my target, right? The last highs. It makes sense. This is my TP. I was very bad, right? I know my weaknesses as a trader. This was one of them. I'm very bad letting my trade run all the way up to there, right? Lots of things can happen in that time, right? So what I do is this, right? Once I get 1:1, so let's say about here, once I get 1:1, I take some profit, right? I take, let's say, 80% profit at this level. Okay, so it pretty much doesn't matter what happens to the rest of the trade, I will make money. Even if it came shooting down and took out my stop loss, it would still be a positive trade, right? So that's how I overcome it. And then the last 20%, I will let run for 12 years. I have no problem, right? So that's how I overcome it. And also, once you take 80% profit, once price comes down to here, let's say we end up with a nice bullish H4 candle, something like this. I can always, this goes further into managing trades. I can re-enter that 80% that I have taken profit on. I can re-enter here and perhaps move my stop loss up below this level, right? Below this candle. And that's really important to understand, managing trades, right? And this is just one example of many of how to manage a trade. So take some profits and then let some profits run. It's such a nice feeling when you've taken some nice profit and you let the trade run knowing that you cannot have a losing trade. And that helps you psychologically to let a trade run, obviously. All right, so yeah, hope that helps Aya with that. What else are we looking at? Philip, you're welcome, no problem. James wants to buy euro US dollar. So, okay, let's take a look at the bigger picture. I don't think buying euro US dollar is a good idea because, right, and it's not what I think, it's what I see, right? It's very important that you don't have opinions, right? Trade what you see. And we are seeing a weekly chart that is very overbought, overextended. And at that point, we've had some bearish candles, and these are weekly candles. And I spoke about this in my weekly forecast vid, right? This tells me that the market wants to retrace, right? And I've got a couple of targets in here, 1.0750, 1.0700. So I'm looking to sell euro US dollar down to one of these levels, if not further, could come down to here, right? So I'm trading the retrace against weekly trend. But on the day chart, we have had a structure break, right? We have. We was in this uptrend. That's the last swing low. And then we've broken that low. We're now getting lower lows, right? We're in a downtrend. Now, we are at the moving average 20, right? And you can sort of, you know, this selling momentum. Just look at the candles, right? Now look at the candles. This selling momentum has slowed down, right? We're sort of kind of getting just doges in the market. Right? Has euro US dollar found the level to push back up, but ultimately to come back down? I'm still looking to sell this. We shall see. But the thing is, there's just no trade here for me, right? I want to sell euro US dollar, and we are here. Price is here. I don't want to sell into this support. There's no value there. You know, there's no trade here, but I do want to sell euro US dollar. Now, is this the level where price retraces before we come down again? We shall see, but the only way I would buy euro US dollar is if we got a H4 structure break, right? And currently, the last H4 high is here. So for me to buy euro US dollar, I would need to see a break of that level, something like this, and then we get a break, and then, okay, potentially we have a buying opportunity with euro US dollar. But right now, not interested in buying it. And I mean, look, if this candle finishes like this, it just looks like more selling pressure, right? Yeah, so there you go, James. Hope that helps with euro US dollar. And guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and please smash the like button. Come join our free Discord where our trading community is. Come join that. Check out the website, www.simply-forex.com, for all of our premium trading education. And don't forget, guys, if you're looking for a prop firm, we are giving you 25% off right now. Look above my head, 25% off right now if you use the code SIMPLY and the link provided, and that runs out on the 1st of April. So you have to be quick, guys. All right, have a great trading day, and I'll see you same time again tomorrow.